Hello and welcome back to the SuperCoach Experience podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Savage, the coach of the Savage Burbos. We're here for the Q&A podcast. You head on to the SuperCoach Experience Facebook group, the NRL SuperCoach Experience. On the Facebook group, I put out a call every Monday, Tuesday with the late round this week. I put it out this morning, so there aren't that many questions in. So if you want to do that in the future, make sure to get your questions in and you'll get answered on the podcast every Thursday. So I think we've come up with a good solution for it. On the Burst, our NRL show will be uploaded at 5 p.m. every Wednesday, and the question and answer episode will be uploaded at 8 p.m. on YouTube and the next day at 11 a.m. So if you want to catch it early, head over to our YouTube. First question is Michael Carver. Thoughts on Joey Lussick? Is he a sell? So Joey Lussick has only made $80K. He was a priority trade-in for a lot of people in the last few weeks, especially 2 weeks ago. Had a negative 54 break-even. Looked like he was set to pretty much hit 500K, no questions asked. That hasn't happened. He hasn't looked good. I think he's kind of struggled to pick his moments. He's made 104K, and now he has a break-even of 58. So he's probably going to miss it this week if something doesn't change. Parramatta will rely on him for attacking stats here and there, but from how Blaze Talangi looked on the weekend and Dylan Brown, I think someone like Joey Lussick probably doesn't need to do as much as I expect him to. He's only made 100K. If you can go to a Harry Grant, I love it, but I don't know what you expected. He's made 100K for you, so if you can go to someone, that you can actually play comfortably, I like it. Don't go to another guy like Joey Lussick because he gave us false hope, and I thought he was going to be a great buy, but he's pushed out 230s in the last 2 weeks, which hasn't been good for owners. Chris Barcat, Jack Bostock or Blaze this week, thanks. I think you've missed one price rise on Bostock. I think get Blaze a bottom dollar, save yourself some cash, and looks like he will make an abundance of cash, and then moving forward, I think you've missed the boat on Bostock. You've had enough time to look at him and get him in. I think it's time to get Blaze. Adam Hemsworth, need a second front row forward. Cash is not the problem. I had to play Sam Hughes. I have Terrell May, Kepi, and Farmer Silly. Thinking of keeping Kepi as he's got dual, maybe helpful later, and trading Hughes. So if you need a second front row forward, there's obviously, I like Elias Katoa. If you don't have the cash to get Elias Katoa, then Kai Pearce-Paul is a slam dunk purchase, in my opinion. -2 break even, 440K. He's already made 100K, but he's going to make a lot more in the coming weeks. Edge Hurijan, got Metcalf and Galvin. Who would you trade Metcalf to? Think of Sam Walker through Jules. I like the look of Sam Walker. He's lost 60, 70K. Had a big break even last week, but I'll get his stats up right now. So he's got a pretty good draw over the next couple of weeks. Has the Bulldogs, and then he has the Newcastle Knights. And as a goal kicker, that's gold. 516K now with a break even of 55. I like his break even. I like his price. I think Sam Walker's the go. I like him, especially at the price. I think he's a good stepping stone to someone like Nathan Cleary. Evan Burnett, I've got Hines and Cleary. Which one would you trade out? Would you keep both and cop an AE? Probably cop an AE. Cleary's got the bye next week. So I'd look to maybe trade out Cleary for, an SJ, potentially, or a Jerome Hughes or a Sam Walker. Billy McCracken, is Brooks hurting Turbo? And how the heck did KP get more Daily M votes than RTS? That blows my mind. Hot tip, I actually think RTS is the most overrated player in the league at the moment. Yes, runs so many meters. He runs that many meters that, you just can't fault the bloke for how much effort he puts in. But I think as a team player, Chance is much better for that spot. Chance's ball playing is that much better. His timing is a lot better on their backline plays. I just think the fact, because a player runs 250, 300 meters and rack up all these stats, like all these accumulative stats, it doesn't mean that they're better for the team in that position. And I think Chance back in that position is a really good thing for the Warriors. And I love what RTS is doing, and I think he is perfect for that left center role for the Warriors. KP, he kept Newcastle in that game. So I think that's why he got more Daily M votes. The Daily M system is pretty flawed. So it doesn't shock me that someone like Ponga got more votes than RTS, but I can see the thought process behind this one. Brooks is hurting Tommy Turbo. I think we've seen Tommy Turbo in the past. He gets the ball when he wants it. He's not getting the ball when he wants it. And when he is getting the ball, he's not kind of expecting it. So he used to expect getting the ball all the time, and he used to get it. Now he's not expecting to get the ball all the time, and he's getting it just when he doesn't think it's on as much more, and like he's getting more hospital balls than he is quality ball. But I think it's more of they looked great in the first 2 weeks, and I think it's just a bit of a balancing act, getting to know each other's game. So I think they will come good. Brett Sims, I traded in this week. Blazy and Willison need a gun outside back at around 600,000. Thanks. I like Joey Manu for 647k this week. For 600k, I don't think you're going to get too much because there's players like Dom Young, who I think is also a good buy this week. Hammer's just gone up 90k. Dallin Watini-Zelezniak is 720k. 20k. He's got a good draw coming up. So I don't actually think that you're going to get someone for around 600k. I reckon you're better off getting a second rower in, putting Burbo down if you've got that flexibility still, and saving up for one of these premium options. Mark Craswell, currently running Cotter, May, Henry, and Hughes. Do I trade Cotter to Flegler? I wouldn't trade sideways Cotter to Flegler. Flegler does have a low break-even at the moment. He's been killing it. 520k. He looks good. He's getting attacking stats for fun in that Dolphins side. I actually thought he had the second row drill for some reason, which I don't know why I would have thought that because he's never played second row. It's currently loading for me at the moment, but yeah, 520k. I wouldn't be going sideways. I think Cotter is someone, 50 points, doing just tackling his dick off, not really getting many attacking stats. I think you just keep Cotter there and then trade him to a Tarpanay in the future, potentially, or an AFB. That's all the questions we have on the Facebook at the moment. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And I know it was a shorter episode this week, but make sure to get your questions in on the NRL SuperCoach Experience Facebook group. We do it every week. We put a call out every week. So make sure to get there and then we'll answer your questions. Yeah, I think today lockout will be happening tonight. The Brisbane Broncos play the Melbourne Storm. I think the Melbourne Storm are going to run over the top of them. I think Eliesa Katoa is a good purchase for this week. I think Jerome Hughes is a great purchase for going down from Nathan Cleary. And I also like Dom Young as a purchase this week. I know he had the massive negative break-even last week, but you can still jump on him this week. Trust me, you can. So Flegler, 530. It's not working for me. Anyway, cheers for tuning in, and make sure to use Picklebet if you are having a punt this week. Use the code TURBO when signing up. That lets them know you're coming from us. And it really helps the show out. Know what you're really gambling with. For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au or call 1-800-858-858.